Hi guys, Wasim here with Neoseeker, and we're taking a look at Super Galaxy Squadron EX, a shoot 'em up game developed by Synset Games, which is basically a one-man team made by Nick Clinkscales. He developed the first version of the game, which was called Super Galaxy Squadron, and then now we have Super Galaxy Squadron EX, which is basically a rebuilt and remastered version of the original game. So, um, basically what we got here is a shoot them up for regular people. That's how the publisher, New Blood Interactive, is presenting it. So basically you have multiple difficulty options, couple of different modes with again more options within each mode to kind of explore. Overall it has 6 levels, 14 ships to pick from, each with their own specifications, and we'll take a look at that in a moment. So let's just dive in and see what we got here. So basically we have a continue option, there's an arcade mode, endless mode, and options. So what's in the options? You have screen shake, rumble, I guess if you got a compatible gamepad, volume. I had to put the volume all the way down because it was very loud and I don't think my voice was carrying through properly. And then controls. So this game you can play it with a keyboard or with a gamepad. So with the keyboard, your shift button will pause the game, Z button will fire the space bar, use your hyper ability, and then the movements are with the arrow keys. With the gamepad, the shoulder buttons will let you use the hyper. The movements are with the left joystick or the D-pad. The start button will pause the game, and then your A, B, X, Y buttons is for firing. I guess if you have one of those fighting sticks, it would make the game a little bit more interesting to play. I guess to give you more of an arcade feel, which is what this game is about. Anyway, if you played any of the old school arcade shoot 'em ups, you'll have basically the same experience overall, with a little bit more accessibility. So the game is really easy to get into overall. And then other than that we have scoreboard, which right now has only some generic scores displayed there. Alrighty, so yeah, exit is to exit the game, I guess. And let's take a look at the endless mode first. So there's a coming soon feature, which I'm not sure what it would be. And then there's the Zen mode, where it's I guess it's an easier version. The gameplay is not as hard, and it's described as a low-stress alien genocide. So if you just want to go there, just destroy alien ships and play the game indefinitely as far as you can go, that's for you. Now, the arcade mode has 3 different settings. Casual, it's like a forgiving and mellow experience for beginners. Veteran, this is for experienced players, and it will give you a proper challenge. I guess the gameplay will be a little bit harder and yeah, presents a bigger challenge overall. And then we have the hell mode, which is really tough apparently, and if you want to get hurt, well yeah, play that. Now, myself being a casual recently or lately, I don't play video games as much as I would like to, so we're gonna pick casual. And then once you pick a mode, you have more tweaks to the experience you want to get. So here we have normal, which the health bar would replenish with little health items that you can pick up during gameplay. And I guess you get continues and there's checkpoints. In the hardcore mode, there's no health items, no checkpoints, which is described as a punishing arcade-like experience. So if you want to have the same feel as if you're playing in an arcade place, yeah, this is it. So let's pick normal just for the hell of it. Now, once you pick the mode and you tweak your difficulty levels, you have to choose your ship. We have 14 of them available. Each has its own pilot with a little backstory, and each also has its own specifications like power, armor, and agility. So some will be tougher than others, some will hit harder than others, and some will move faster than others, I guess. And yeah, so this will give the game a little bit more lifespan, I guess, so you can experience it from a different point of view, for different difficulty level, and a different kind of play style depending on the ship. So let's pick one that's mid-range, I guess. So yeah, the first one, it's basically the same power, armor, and agility. So we'll pick that one just to keep everything balanced. Okay, I'm gonna let you listen to the intro.
This is the NRV, Yoshida of the Geon security outfit. A massive SETI fleet just walked into our system and opened fire. We're outgunned 30 to 1 here.
All Federation vessels, this is Control broadcasting from Federation HQ. That was a distress beacon we just received from Synset. As of 2 minutes ago, we've lost contact with the last of Geon's security forces. We may not know the full situation, but HQ is ready to consider this an act of war. We're deploying all available ships to stop this before they do any more damage. We've also been given clearance to launch the Super Galaxy Squadron, so back them up with all you've got and this should be over in no time. Good luck out there. Control out.
Alright, so there's a little bit of lore behind the game, like two space races that are in war, and you're part of the Super Galaxy Squadron, and you're basically gonna save the day. Alrighty, so gameplay, really easy to pick up. It's not, there's nothing it's not rocket science, although we have lots of rockets and spaceships going on here. You have a little dashboard, I guess, to keep track of what's going on. So on the left side there's your health bar, and then a combo bar for your multiplier, I guess. So once you keep killing or destroying enemies, you have a better multiplier, which will get you a better score, which is actually displayed just on top of the combo bar. And then there's also a timer in there. Now on the left side we got the hyper bar, which I guess you should use once it's active, otherwise it's just sitting there doing nothing. It's a waste of resources, I would say. And then just on top of that we have the main weapon and oopsie, there you go. No, we have the main weapon and the secondary weapons power-ups. So you pick up little bonuses or power-up items as you play, and that will make your ship a little bit more efficient at destroying all these guys down here. So yeah, it's not really hard. It's nice and smooth. I like it. You know, I like all the old school style games. I love to play on emulators. So yeah, this is nice. It's not as hard as, for example, Dodonpachi, if any of you played that. That game is nerve-wracking. This is really easy to pick up, so you can have this while you have friends over or whatever. Everybody can play. People shouldn't be, you know, intimidated by it. Other than that, for graphics, so the game will scale to your monitor. The graphics have that little pixely look to them. Well, it's more of an arcade feel, I guess, retro a little bit. The game itself was, I think, 200-ish megabytes all in all download over from Steam. So it's not really demanding. Any computer out there, like mid-range or low-end, should be able to run it properly without any issues. So this is a boss fight. There is basically 6 levels on the whole game, as I told you earlier, and you can skip levels by pressing the number keys. So if you want to just go and explore whatever is going on in the other levels. You can't do that. There you go. I just got destroyed. So yeah, there you go. Because we're playing on beginner, basically the easiest mode available. You just restart right there at the boss fight, if we'd call it that. Yeah, so the game is available on Steam. It's $9.99 US. Canadian, I think it's 10 and some change. So pretty affordable. Although, well, the content is it's not a triple A title, I guess. However, with the available difficulty options and different like tweaks, you can get some life out of it by just replaying, doing the endless mode, trying the different ships, trying the different difficulty levels, and so on. So it's not a huge game, but it's not completely devoid of features either. So depending on how you want to play and everything. It might be for you, it might be not, so that's for you to decide. However, I like it personally. Okay, second cutscene.
Super Galaxy Squadron, the SETI are retreating from Synset. Great work. HQ has decided to go on the offensive to end this quickly. We have intelligence on a mining operation in India. It looks like it's one of the biggest suppliers to Tau SETI, so we're sending you in there to put a stop to it however you can. It should be lightly defended, but don't let your guard down. Control out.
Alright, so I'm gonna just pause the game here and finish saying what I needed to say. So I'll let you guys see the two cutscenes, and it's a really nice touch. It gives a little bit more depth to the game. It's more engaging with the player. The voice acting and everything is fantastic. Actually, I love it. I love that little kind of it adds some character to the game. It's nice. It's not just okay a little splash screen. Okay, level number 2, off you go, destroy ships, and that's it. So there was some effort put in there. It gives more character to the game. And in terms of graphics overall, well, we have a dynamic background. The dashboard is nicely designed. I like the colors. It's not overwhelming, but it's not minimalistic either, so it looks nice. In terms of gameplay, well, the mechanics of the game are basic, shoot 'em up mechanics. There's quite a number of ships to pick from, so there's 14. It's not just 1 or 2, and that's about it. Plus, they flesh them out with each ship has its own pilot and a little bit of a backstory behind it. So yeah, there you go. That's Super Galaxy Squadron EX. Again, developed by Synset Games and published by New Blood Interactive. It's available on Steam, and we'll put a link on the description of the video. We'll be giving away a few Steam activation codes for the game. So check the website and you might be a lucky winner. Okay, until I see you next time, you guys have a good time. Bye.